Have you started noticing that your eyesight isn't quite as sharp as it used to be? Or maybe your memory feels foggy by the end of the day, like you just can't hold on to clear thoughts? Here's something most people don't realize. The food you eat right before going to bed could quietly be playing a key role in how well your eyes and brain repair themselves overnight. We often think of vision loss and memory decline as unavoidable parts of aging, but research says otherwise. These changes are not just due to aging or general wear and tear. They're actually tied to how your cells manage stress, energy, and repair while you sleep. You see, both your brain and your retina, the delicate light-sensitive layer at the back of your eye, are made from the same kind of fatty tissue. They both demand high amounts of oxygen, antioxidants, and energy to function properly. If they don't get the nutrients they need, the tiny capillaries that supply them start to weaken, oxidative stress builds up, and slowly memory and vision begin to decline. Let's take a deeper look at what's really happening in your body while you sleep. During the night, your brain undergoes a remarkable process known as glymphatic clearance. It's like a night shift cleaning crew for your neurons. Damaged proteins like beta amyloid, which are linked to Alzheimer's disease, are flushed out while you rest. At the same time, your retina is busy regenerating its photoreceptor cells, which help you see clearly. But here's the catch. This repair system only works well if your body has the right nutrients available. Without them, that deep cleaning process is incomplete. Over time, the damage adds up. Now, here's the encouraging part. Some natural foods, particularly 3 powerful types of dry fruits, are loaded with concentrated nutrients that fuel this repair system. They're rich in polyphenols, healthy fats, and antioxidants that specifically target brain and eye tissue. You can think of them as reinforcements sent into your body's night crew, helping your cells heal and recharge while you sleep. Why is this important? Because aging well isn't just about living longer, it's about maintaining the sharpness of your mind, the clarity of your vision, and the energy to fully enjoy life as you grow older. By making a few simple changes, especially when it comes to your evening food choices, you can directly influence how your eyes and brain perform, not just the next morning, but years from now. In this video, we're going to break it all down. You'll learn why these 3 specific dry fruits are uniquely powerful for your brain and eyes, how they work during sleep, and exactly how and when to eat them for the greatest benefit. I'll explain the science behind antioxidants, blood flow, and hormone balance, and how it all ties together to support long-term health. Finally, I'll give you an easy nightly routine you can start today, so this becomes part of your life effortlessly. By the end, you won't just know what to eat, you'll understand how and why these foods work and how your body uses them to sharpen memory and vision. So let's begin. When you lie down to sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's entering one of its most active healing phases of the day. Especially your brain and eyes, they're running on a strict schedule. And that's where most people miss the mark. The food you eat before sleep plays a massive role in how successful that repair is. Let's take a closer look inside. Have you started noticing that your eyesight isn't quite as sharp as it used to be? Or maybe your memory feels foggy by the end of the day, like you just can't hold on to clear thoughts? Here's something most people don't realize. The food you eat right before going to bed could quietly be playing a key role in how well your eyes and brain repair themselves overnight. We often think of vision loss and memory decline as unavoidable parts of aging, but research says otherwise. These changes are not just due to aging or general wear and tear, they're actually tied to how your cells manage stress, energy, and repair while you sleep. You see, both your brain and your retina, the delicate light-sensitive layer at the back of your eye, are made from the same kind of fatty tissue. They both demand high amounts of oxygen, antioxidants, and energy to function properly. If they don't get the nutrients they need, the tiny capillaries that supply them start to weaken, oxidative stress builds up, and slowly memory and vision begin to decline. Let's take a deeper look at what's really happening in your body while you sleep. During the night, your brain undergoes a remarkable process known as glymphatic clearance. It's like a night shift cleaning crew for your neurons. Damaged proteins like beta amyloid, which are linked to Alzheimer's disease, are flushed out while you rest. At the same time, your retina is busy regenerating its photoreceptor cells, which help you see clearly. But here's the catch. This repair system only works well if your body has the right nutrients available. Without them, that deep cleaning process is incomplete. Over time, the damage adds up. Now, here's the encouraging part. Some natural foods, particularly 3 powerful types of dry fruits, are loaded with concentrated nutrients that fuel this repair system. They're rich in polyphenols, healthy fats, and antioxidants that specifically target brain and eye tissue. You can think of them as reinforcements sent into your body's night crew, helping your cells heal and recharge while you sleep. Why is this important? Because aging well isn't just about living longer, it's about maintaining the sharpness of your mind, the clarity of your vision, and the energy to fully enjoy life as you grow older. By making a few simple changes, especially when it comes to your evening food choices, you can directly influence how your eyes and brain perform, not just the next morning, but years from now. In this video, we're going to break it all down. You'll learn why these 3 specific dry fruits are uniquely powerful for your brain and eyes, how they work during sleep, and exactly how and when to eat them for the greatest benefit. I'll explain the science behind antioxidants, blood flow, and hormone balance, and how it all ties together to support long-term health. Finally, I'll give you an easy nightly routine you can start today, so this becomes part of your life effortlessly. By the end, you won't just know what to eat, you'll understand how and why these foods work, and how your body uses them to sharpen memory and vision. So let's begin. When you lie down to sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's entering one of its most active healing phases of the day. Especially your brain and eyes, they're running on a strict schedule. And that's where most people miss the mark. The food you eat before sleep plays a massive role in how successful that repair is. Let's take a closer look inside. While you're in deep sleep, your brain activates what's known as the glymphatic system, a kind of internal street-sweeping crew that moves through your brain tissue, clearing out damaged proteins, toxins, and cellular waste. At the same time, your retina, that light-sensitive layer at the back of your eyes, is also hard at work. It's rebuilding photoreceptor cells that wear down daily due to blue light exposure, oxidative stress, and the demands of vision. But here's the problem. Both your brain and retina rely heavily on antioxidants, stable blood sugar, and specific nutrients to complete this essential repair. Without them, it's like having workers show up to a renovation site with no building materials. The cleanup might start, but no real rebuilding happens. Let me explain this with a simple visual. Imagine you're renovating a home overnight. The construction crew arrives, but if no wood, no steel, no tools are available, they can't fix anything. That's exactly what happens if your body is low on nutrients before sleep. The repair systems may activate, but the results fall short. Over time, this leads to slower mental clarity, weakened memory, and eyes that tire more quickly even after a full night's rest. Now, here's what science tells us. Your brain, though it only makes up around 2% of your body weight, consumes about 20% of your total energy. That's massive. Your retina is even more energy hungry per gram than your brain. This means both are highly vulnerable to oxidative damage and nutritional deficiencies. Without regular replenishment, these systems start to wear down far sooner than they should. That's where nutrition, specifically dry fruit, steps in. Certain compounds found in natural foods like polyphenols, flavonoids, vitamin E, and omega fatty acids have been proven to cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in eye tissue. This is incredibly important. It means the food you eat doesn't just fuel your muscles or help your heart, it literally nourishes your neurons and your vision. And dry fruits, due to their high nutrient density and concentration, are uniquely powerful in delivering these compounds, especially during sleep, when your brain and eyes are most ready to use them. So, here's the first major insight. If you want clearer vision and stronger memory, your evening nutrition has to be intentional. What you eat before bed sets the stage for your overnight recovery. Timing matters, the types of nutrients matter, and yes, even the quality of your sleep plays a role. These three pillars work together to support the work your body is doing at night. The first dry fruit we're going to explore is the almond. You might think almonds are just a basic snack, but don't be fooled by their simplicity. These nuts are packed with nutrients specifically suited for preserving vision and protecting the retina. Here's why. Your retina contains millions of photoreceptor cells that translate light into signals your brain can understand. These cells are incredibly sensitive and constantly bombarded by oxidative stress. That stress comes from light exposure, pollution, and your body's own metabolism. Over time, it breaks down the retina and contributes to eye diseases like macular degeneration. But almonds contain vitamin E, one of the most powerful fat-soluble antioxidants. You can think of it like a shield. When free radicals try to attack your retinal cells, vitamin E absorbs the hit and stops the damage from spreading. It doesn't stop there. Almonds also improve microcirculation. That's the blood flow through the smallest capillaries in your eyes. These vessels deliver oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most. The healthy fats in almonds keep those vessels flexible, reduce inflammation, and support consistent nutrient delivery. And that's exactly what your eyes need, especially at night when repair is underway. Now let's look more closely at how almonds support vision overnight. When you eat a small portion of almonds in the evening, something remarkable happens. You load your bloodstream with protective nutrients and healthy fats just as your retina is entering its regeneration cycle. Instead of waking up with added oxidative damage, your eyes wake up nourished, protected, and ready to handle another full day of visual strain. Scientific studies back this up. One study published in the journal Ophthalmology found that diets rich in vitamin E reduce the risk of age-related eye disease progression by as much as 25%. That's a major difference. And gram for gram, almonds are one of the richest natural sources of this antioxidant. But it's not just about what's in almonds, it's about how your body absorbs those nutrients. To make the most of their benefits, you should soak 6 to 8 almonds in water during the day, then peel off the skin before eating them at night. Soaking improves nutrient bioavailability, meaning your body can absorb more of the vitamins and minerals inside the nut. Why this timing matters becomes clearer when we remember what's happening inside the eye at night. Those photoreceptor cells that were stressed during the day from light exposure, computer screens, and general wear finally get a chance to rebuild. If vitamin E and healthy fats are already in your bloodstream when that cycle begins, the repair becomes more effective. It's like giving your retina a custom delivery of exactly what it needs at the perfect moment. So, to recap, almonds improve vision by delivering potent antioxidants, increasing blood flow to the retina, and supplying steady energy during your eye's most active repair window. Simple, natural, and deeply effective when used consistently. Now that we've covered the eyes, let's move on to the brain and to the second dry fruit you should be eating before bed, the walnut. If almonds are your vision shield, then walnuts are your brain's fuel. And interestingly, the shape of a walnut with 2 halves and a wrinkled outer surface looks a lot like the human brain. It's more than a coincidence. In this case, nature is giving us a clue. Your brain, like your eyes, doesn't rest at night. It's busy organizing, storing, and protecting everything you experienced during the day. This process is known as memory consolidation. Information from your short-term memory gets transferred into long-term storage, and how well that happens depends on the health of your neurons. Neurons need flexible, healthy membranes to communicate with each other. If those membranes become stiff, inflamed, or starved of nutrients, your memory starts to falter. Walnuts are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. These omega-3 seconds are essential for building strong but flexible neuron membranes. Think of it like oiling a door hinge with omega-3 seconds. Communication between your brain cells becomes smoother, faster, and more efficient. Without it, the system creaks and slows. There's solid research supporting this. A study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that people who regularly ate walnuts had better memory, faster processing speed, and improved focus, especially in older adults. Another clinical trial showed that omega-3 seconds improve something called synaptic plasticity, your brain's ability to form and strengthen new connections. But the benefits of walnuts don't stop at omega-3 seconds. They also contain powerful polyphenols that reduce inflammation in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Plus, they naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep. That means walnuts not only fuel memory repair, but also help guide your brain into the deep sleep phases where that repair happens best. So how do you actually use walnuts in your evening routine for maximum brain benefit? The good news is you don't need a large amount. Just 2 to 3 walnut halves are enough. That's it. Because walnuts are rich in healthy fats and nutrients, even a small serving delivers a powerful effect without overwhelming your digestion before bed. The key is to eat them raw, not roasted or salted, so the delicate omega-3 oils remain intact. These natural oils are sensitive to heat, and roasting can reduce their potency. Timing also matters. You want to eat walnuts about 30 to 45 minutes before you go to bed. This gives your body enough time to begin digesting and absorbing the nutrients so that by the time your brain enters deep sleep, those omega-3 seconds, polyphenols, and melatonin are already circulating in your system, right? When your brain is preparing to consolidate memories and detoxify. Let me give you a picture. Think of your brain as a library. Every day, dozens of new books arrive. Your conversations, experiences, thoughts. At night, the librarian has to sort those books, file them in the correct places, and make sure you can find them again. If the library is dimly lit, the shelves are broken, or the pages are scattered, that job becomes chaotic and incomplete. But walnuts, with their omega-3 seconds and antioxidants, brighten the lights, strengthen the shelves, and help your brain organize everything efficiently. This small habit, eating just a few walnut halves, becomes a quiet, powerful act of self-care for your mind. Over time, it supports clarity, sharp recall, and better focus throughout the day. And if you pair it with almonds, you've now got a strategy that protects both your eyes and your brain. But there's one more piece of the puzzle, the third dry fruit, and it's one that often gets overlooked, the raisin. At first glance, raisins may seem too simple or ordinary, but don't let their small size fool you. Raisins offer a specific set of benefits that target both your brain and eyes in a very different but equally important way. Here's the science. One of the biggest threats to memory and vision isn't just oxidative stress. It's unstable blood sugar. When your blood sugar spikes quickly and then crashes, your brain and retinal cells are left scrambling for energy. That sudden drop can trigger fatigue, foggy memory, and increased stress on your visual system. Raisins offer a solution to this problem through their natural sugar composition. Unlike refined sugar, raisins contain natural glucose and fructose paired with dietary fiber. This means they release energy slowly and steadily rather than all at once. That slow release gives your brain and eyes a stable supply of fuel throughout the night, exactly when those tissues are working hard to repair and regenerate. And raisins bring a second superpower. They're rich in polyphenols, especially catechins and epicatechins, antioxidants, known for neutralizing free radicals before they can do damage. You can think of polyphenols as firefighters. When sparks of oxidative stress begin to flare, polyphenols rush in and put them out before they spread. This is especially important for the tiny mitochondria inside your brain and retina cells, the engines that power everything. If those engines break down, you get slower thinking, poor focus, and visual fatigue. So what's the right way to use raisins? Keep it simple. About 5 to 7 raisins is all you need. It's a gentle energy cushion for the night, not enough to spike blood sugar, but just enough to keep your cells fueled. And when you combine these 3 dry fruits, almonds, walnuts, and raisins, you create a synergy that supports every part of overnight brain and eye repair. Now that you know what almonds, walnuts, and raisins do individually, let's talk about how they work together and how timing, habit, and your body's natural rhythms make all the difference. When you align the power of these dry fruits with the way your body heals at night, the results compound. You see, your body doesn't repair at the same rate all night long. There are distinct phases. In the first few hours after you fall asleep, your growth hormone peaks. This is when your cells perform their deepest structural repairs. Your retina, your neurons, your tissues, they all respond during this window. Later in the night, your brain ramps up glymphatic activity, flushing away waste and clearing damaged proteins. These phases aren't random. They're timed according to your internal clock, your circadian rhythm. And that's why when you eat matters just as much as what you eat. So here's how to make this practical. Eat your trio soaked almonds, raw walnuts, and raisins about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. That timing gives your body enough room to begin digestion and send nutrients into your bloodstream right before the key phases of repair begin. Any earlier and the nutrients may peak too soon, too late. And your body might still be digesting while trying to sleep. It's all about precision. There's also a simple step to make the almonds more effective. Soak them in water for 6 to 8 hours during the day. This breaks down enzyme inhibitors in the skin, softens the nut, and increases how much vitamin E and minerals your body can absorb. Before eating, peel off the brown skin. It's a small step, but one that makes a real difference. Next, pair your walnuts and raisins together. This combo delivers omega-3 seconds for your brain and a slow, steady glucose release for your eyes and neurons. The brain stays fueled. The retina gets consistent energy. No spikes, no crashes, just steady support while your cells regenerate. To boost this even more, hydrate gently before bed. A small glass of warm water or caffeine-free herbal tea helps your body move nutrients through the bloodstream and maintain circulation. Avoid anything with caffeine. It can suppress melatonin, the sleep hormone your brain needs to enter deep rest. That's especially important because walnuts already contain natural melatonin. You don't want to cancel it out with late-night stimulants. And finally, make sure your sleep environment is supporting your body's natural repair work. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Avoid screens. The blue light from phones and TVs disrupts melatonin production. Keep your room cool, quiet, and dark. These aren't just comfort tips. They're biological triggers that tell your body it's time to heal. What the research shows is that when you combine targeted nutrients with circadian aligned habits, the effects multiply. One study published in Nutrients found that evening antioxidant intake paired with consistent deep sleep improved cognitive recovery far more than diet or sleep alone. In other words, food and sleep are partners in the repair process. You can't just eat well. You can't just sleep well. But when you bring them together in the right way, the impact is powerful. Think of it like this. Your body is a nighttime construction site. The dry fruits are the building materials. But if the lights are too bright, the workers are distracted, and the tools are missing, the work stalls. Good sleep hygiene, dim lights, quiet space, no interruptions is what allows those materials to be used properly. Now that we've covered the science, the strategy, and the synergy behind these three powerful dry fruits, it's time to turn knowledge into action. Here's your step-by-step nightly protocol, a simple, repeatable routine designed to support your memory and vision starting tonight. Step 1, prepare your almonds in advance. In the morning, place 6 to 8 almonds in a glass of water and let them soak throughout the day. By bedtime, peel off the thin brown skin. This small action increases the bioavailability of vitamin E and other nutrients, making them easier for your body, especially your retina, to absorb during the night. Step 2, add your walnuts. Take 2 to 3 raw, unroasted walnut halves. These deliver the omega-3 fatty acids, polyphenols, and melatonin your brain needs to form and store memories while you sleep. Don't go overboard. More is not better here. Walnuts are dense, and a small amount is enough to support your brain without creating a digestive burden. Step 3, include your raisins. Measure out 5 to 7 raisins. This tiny handful provides a slow, steady release of glucose, exactly what your metabolically active brain and retina require through the night. Combined with the healthy fats from walnuts and antioxidants from almonds, this trio offers balanced fuel and repair support without spiking your blood sugar. Step 4, time your intake correctly. Eat this mix 30 to 45 minutes before going to sleep. That window gives your digestive system time to begin processing the nutrients, ensuring that by the time you hit deep sleep, your bloodstream is already delivering those compounds where they're needed most. Too late. And digestion interferes with rest. Too early, and the nutrients might not last through the most critical repair window. Step 5. Support the protocol with bedtime habits that align with your body's natural rhythm. Turn off bright lights, put away your screens, and keep your bedroom cool and quiet. Drink a small glass of warm water or caffeine-free tea to promote circulation. These are small, manageable actions, but together they create the ideal internal environment for your body to restore itself naturally. Step 6. Repeat this process consistently. This isn't about a miracle transformation overnight. It's about building resilience over time. One night of eating these dry fruits might not give you instant results, but night after night, the nutrients begin to add up. Your memory becomes sharper, your vision clearer, your focus steadier. What science shows and what real people experience is that small, consistent routines